Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Early Career Academic. On this channel, I explore how I use the Passion Planner to set personal and professional goals. In this video, I'm going to be planning out the month of June 2025. This is the medium Passion Planner with the Dusty Rose cover and the rose gold tabs if you're interested. And also if you're interested in Passion Planner products, from their erasable pens to their books to their stickers, you name it. I am an affiliate, so if you would like to use my link, it's in the description of this video and or the discount code, which gives you an extra 10% off. Thanks so much for being here. Let's get into it. Okay, so this is June. I do forward plan with little like flag stickers. But I like to set up the spread, of course. But before I do that, I do complete a reflection on the month prior. So I'm going to do that here. And what I'll do is I'll just fill out the questions and speed up this part of the video, and then come back and tell you what I wrote and put some stickers. All right. Okay, so let me just give you a little breakdown of what I wrote for each question, and then we'll move into setting up the month of June. So what is the most memorable part of this past month? And I'm going to go ahead and put a few stickers from my most recent plan with me, where I use these adorable bird stickers. So the most memorable part of this month so far, like I haven't finished out the month of May yet, but it's definitely mom related. We celebrated Mother's Day and I just had a great time. Like we hosted and I was a little stressed about it, but it actually turned into a really good day. I got some really fabulous gifts from my sister and my husband. And you know, I have a lot of fond memories around that. And then kind of related to that, to the mother part of it, is my son stood up unassisted. So he's very close to walking, which is just crazy. But that's incredibly memorable. I mean, I luckily caught it on video and you can hear it in my voice, just how ecstatic I am. And, you know, now if there's like people in the room and he does it, he, you know, kind of looks around and he like looks so pleased with himself. And, you know, depending on who's in there and how much, you know, how excited they are and how much they're hollering, he's just like, thinks he's, you know, just like he's won $1 million. It's so cute. So that was great. And then what are the 3 biggest lessons you've learned? This was hard. Honestly, May's been a bit of a blur to me. But what I think I've learned is that I had these as 2 items, but now I have like 1A and 1B. And this is the first part of this is I have good ideas. You know, sometimes as academics, we can feel like, you know, one of many, you know, and we can feel like we're drawing from an empty well and we haven't had a good idea in a while. But I have learned, you know, through this past month, getting the grant and everything, that I actually do have really good ideas. And then linked to this was this idea of my work being valued. For one, I literally, you know, I'm getting money to do this thing. For another, I was flattered when my boss came to me and wanted me to continue working on certain aspects of the administrative work that I really wanted to do. So that was a good lesson, I think. And then number 2 is sometimes we need help to achieve our goals. I'm very much a lone wolfer, like to my detriment, I will say. I think I've been really used to relying on myself most of my life. And I struggle to ask for help. I struggle taking help, especially if I feel like I could do it myself, if I only was just better, like if I only just made myself do it. So it's a lesson I learned, though, that I learn over and over, that sometimes we need help to reach our goals, and it is what it is. And it's not bad. And then number 3 is I can make time for myself. Like even in a crazy, crazy month where a lot's happening, like I can make time to exercise. I can make time to read. I can make time to journal, like all the things I want to do for myself that are just for me. And so like, I just need to keep reminding myself of that over and over. Assess your priorities. Are you happy with how you spent your time this past month? And not entirely. Most of this is negative, but actually like there's some really great things that happened in the month. I just focused on the things I really wanted to like be different so that I could use it for this activity later. The main thing is we were sick a lot of May. Pretty much from Easter until now, someone in our house has been sick with something. It was just very disruptive. And then I'm not, as I said earlier, or maybe I said this in my other plan with me, I'm not happy with how much time I'm spending, how much daycare time I'm spending on household tasks. Like I really want to use the daycare time to do things that I need to do for work so that I don't feel as stressed out. And especially during this summer session. So I need to figure out a way to get around that. And then I also feel like I'm like over relying on social media a little bit to like disassociate and like relax in theory, but it's so not relaxing, especially right now. So I need to find other ways to relax. I think I'm doing better about inserting the book like that I'm reading, like the current book I'm reading. It's just hard to do that all whenever I have a minute to relax, So I'd like to kind of find ways to not scroll so much. And then definitely I didn't exercise as much as I wanted to in this past month. But part of that was the sickness. But part of it was just really me struggling to get back on the horse. What did you accomplish this past month? What are you most proud of? I got a grant. Yay. So I was really happy about that. I also submitted proofs for the book. So that was a great thing. And my son stood up, as I said. I'm like, it's his accomplishment, but like I helped, so I feel really proud about that. And then I hosted Mother's Day, so I feel really good about that too. How are you different between this past month and the month before it? Even though the sickness followed us from April, I actually feel more relaxed. And I think that's in part because that admin stuff has cooled, like I'm almost done with it. So it's just one less thing to juggle. And then I'm also way less consistent with my habits, or I have been up to this point in the month. So that's a difference, a negative difference. And then who are you grateful for? My family, of course, my friends, especially for, getting me out of my routine and, helping me have fun. And then my colleague friends, I distinguish them just because like they help me in different ways. And then my home, I'm grateful for my home because it's like beautiful in spring. And even though it needs a lot of work, it's fully functional. And like, I'm just so glad that I'm glad that we have it, especially now in this moment that we find ourselves, like just feel very grateful for them. What are things you can improve upon in the coming month, and what are some concrete actions you can take to work on these improvements? So number 1, so I actually looked back at my May ones to be like, what did I put before? And I actually am like, oh, look what I did. I actually did make improvements on all of these areas. I have read like 3 books since I wrote this. I am monitoring my blood pressure more often than I was doing, not as much as I should, but definitely more than I was doing. And strength training, similarly, I have actually done strength training a handful of times this month, which was better than the 0 amount of strength training I've been doing. So I feel really proud about that. But yes, continuing to build strength training into my exercise routine. I have already do this now, but I have scheduled strength training videos in my GCal. And then I would need to move some of the equipment upstairs because I realized that I am more likely to do it if the equipment is handy. And so I need to do that. And then, oh, sorry, I'm tired. Oh, energy drink. Meditation. I want to integrate that with my blood pressure taking, because I struggle with taking my blood pressure. I hate it. And I really want to do meditation. So I figured if I paired them together, the thing I really want to do with the thing I don't want to do, then I'll do it more likely. So we're going to try it. I'm going to put it in my calendar, just like I did with the strength training. So it will prompt me to do it during the day. And then third one is making more time, which is a little nebulous, but what I mean by that is less housework in the morning so that I have more daycare time to do the things that I want. And then I think part of this is having to go down to one video per week, because I've talked about this on the channel a little bit, but I'm interested in doing a different kind of creative project after the admin stuff is off my plate. And I think doing the one video a week is just going to have like a better return on time invested, if you will. Not that I don't love sharing everything with you guys, but the amount of time it takes for me to like brainstorm videos and shoot the videos and edit the video, as haphazard as this all may appear and may feel to you, a viewer, it is a lot of time. And especially in the summer months, viewership tends to drop off. I think people are just like enjoying their lives and they're not obsessed with productivity and planning, which is totally cool. But it just means that like a lot of videos I create are just sort of like languishing. So I think I'll drop down to one video a week schedule, and it will create more time. And this is one of the things that I'd like to do. All right, so let's plan the month of June. So I'm going to put these stickers away and bring out, these are the month kits that I've been using from this Greenery sticker set book, if you're interested. This is the one for June. I feel like they could have gone for a slightly more summery color scheme. Like I feel like they mixed up this, and I think this is supposed to be April. What I've decided to do is definitely pull from here, but also use these sheets, which were left over from the other 2 months from April and May, to kind of like round it out a bit. And then in an effort to add a little bit more of this green, I think I'm going to put a green washi. Like I think this one, this is the Passion Planner like lily pad washi. I think that's the ticket. So we're going to do that. I like that I have these sticker sheets because it does simplify my decisions about what to put in a month, but sometimes I disagree with the color choices that these designers made. These have strawberries and watermelons, so they were kind of thinking about summer. It just doesn't feel like it with the weird colors they picked. So I'm going to go ahead and put the washi down. Okay, so June is crazy. It's a crazy month. I'm probably barely going to survive it. I just realized I need to, that washi is not as opaque as I thought it was. I don't know about you guys, but my June is just insane. Like at first, the only like a week ago, the only plan we had for June was a trip to go visit my friend for her daughter's pre-K graduation, and like the summer classes I'm teaching. Oh, and to visit my brother in Portugal at the end of the month. I mean, we leave the 28th, so that's almost like mostly a July thing. But that's all the plans we had. And then wham bam, thank you ma'am, I got like 5 invitations for like things. And, you know, we don't have to do everything we're invited to. I just want to throw that out there in case you need someone to like give you permission to say no. And it very well may be that we do find ourselves in a place where we're not able to do everything that we were invited to. But I did take like a hard look at everything, and there are very good reasons for attending what we can, like what we're able to. You know, none of it's like, oh, my mom's neighbors, cousins, whatever, you know, it's like people I'm very close to, like happy occasions. They come to all of our happy occasions, you know, like, and that's not necessarily a reason you have to do things, of course, but I do think of that. Like, I think of my relationship to the person and, you know, the way in which they've supported like me and my family over the years. And, you know, I do want to celebrate the milestones that they invite me to celebrate. So, one of these days is the first day of summer, or it's like the equinox. And I think it's around here, like the 21st or the 22nd, but I don't know which one. So, also, like, what do we call the first day of summer? I mean, most people think it's the day after Memorial Day, but I don't think that's the case. I don't know. Anyway, this is Father's Day on the 15th. And I like this little every day is a fresh start with the little strawberry. That's cute. Let's do that. Should I do it in the corner? I feel like I should do it in the corner. I don't know why these sticky tabs are on here because I don't use those on the month. And then, okay, I'm gonna have to come back with some of these. I can use the travel ones. All right, so we'll do that, but let's do plans first. And I'm just gonna stick with what I've been doing, and that is using my little stencils and some markers. So I'm looking at my marker options. I really only have this one green. Maybe I should go with like a pink. Let's see, swatchy wise, which pink. But this stickers have so much pink. I just want to kind of balance it out. I don't know, y'all. Also, these pinks definitely don't go. All right, green it is. We're doing green. Did I do green last month? No, I did pink last month. Did I use the same washi? I did. Well, that's what happens when you use these sticker sheets, you know, like it kind of forces your hand a little bit. All right, let's do this. So this Sunday the 1st is a grad party that we may attend. So I'm going to write it in this erasable pen just in case. 3 to 7. It's a grad party. Very possible. And then this is a birthday, so I'm going to get a birthday icon, which hopefully I have. Sorry, I just bumped the camera again. Got these little pink ones. I'll use the pink ones for this anyway. This is my brother's birthday. And then we're going out of town on a trip to North Carolina to visit my friend for her daughter's pre-K graduation. So I thought it would be cute to use this little luggage thing and this little hand. I don't know what happened here, like what this ink stain is from, but anyway. My brain like broke there for a second. I'm like, how do you spell visit? Okay, and then next thing, I've got some writing group stuff. So I put it on this day, which would suggest to me that I'm not doing writing groups these days, obviously. I'm going to do it these days. So let me get my stuff out here. And this is both Writing Coven and Writing Group, which is why there's two. And then here there's just the one. And then here there's the two. Assuming my Writing Coven meets over the summer, because sometimes we don't. people travel and stuff, so. So we'll see if that ends up happening. Okay, and then this is my mother-in-law's birthday, which I will put a birthday icon. Although I think we're celebrating it because she has sons who are horrible at planning things. We don't yet know what we're doing for her birthday. It's a big one, so I'm imagining there will be a proper celebration. But it would be nice if they invited us to whatever it is so that we have it on our calendars. And since I have the birthday icons out, I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to do all the birthdays. So this is both a holiday and my husband's birthday. So the kids will be home with us. And he gets that day off because of the holiday, so yay for us. Okay, and then this 24th is both the last day of classes and my niece's birthday. I'm going to keep this here, though, because I need to remember that's the last day of classes. And then my other niece's birthday, I think, is the 30th. And my good friend's birthday is the 27th. See, told you there's a lot of birthdays in this month. You thought I was kidding, but there you go. Okay, I am also going to make a note that this is a daycare holiday because I don't trust my brain to remember that when I am planning my week out. Okay, apparently on the 17th I have a virtual doctor appointment. Don't remember why. And then 2 p.m. I have my final admin meeting, which you're like, Tanya, didn't admin stuff end? But it did. But this is a holdover. It was the only time that we could meet with the Cecil director. And I really like this subject, so I'm okay with it. And then, yes, Saturday is a big one. We are hosting, I'm sorry, I keep bumping the camera. I apologize. We are hosting a barbecue for our neighbors who are moving. I know. They've been very nice to us, have helped us a lot, and we will be sorry to see them go. Interestingly, I found out some neighborhood tea when I was planning this. Not all our neighbors were interested in participating, and I didn't know there was strife between them when I invited everybody. So I won't go into it just in case, but I was like, oh, things I did not know. So yeah, I like all my neighbors so far. I have no reason to, well, I can't think and write at the same time. I have, no reason to bear anyone any ill will. So, yeah. Okay, let's put this little airplane. Finally, I get to use an airplane icon. I feel like it's going to look weird if I do it. Oh, okay. Airplane. And we'll use the other little hand. Yes, so not only am I supposed to be attending all the things that you just saw, but also preparing for an international trip with my 2 children. Yeah, it's as crazy as it sounds. So we're doing the best we can over here. We may not end up doing everything on here, but it is what it is. So, yes. Okay. Let's put some stickers. Oh yeah, I also want to replicate my little thing here. So I like the things to learn. I'm going to keep that. And then I do my monthly and my deep clean, which is kind of working. Kind of, sort of. Let's see if there's I used the ones on here, but I might bring some of the decorative ones. But I like these to cover up people to see and places to go. I think that is well explored in the calendar. And then I'm going to add these little to-do flags here because these are cute. And this is where I put my little to-dos for the month. Okay. So I need my Sharpie. So what did I do? I put monthly in the deep clean test. Okay, I like that. So things to learn, I already have some thoughts on that. For one, got the Sodal podcasts that I'm being paid to listen to. And there's the AI pedagogy. Man, there's a lot of back and forth on whether this is a good thing, whether it's staying around, whether it's, yeah. I think so. The work priority is finishing up my summer classes. And then the personal priority is survival. I don't know. Probably just all the travel prep that's going to be involved in this month. Yeah, most likely. Okay, so I'm going to put something here for my game changer goal. I think this little remember square is a good option. And these are day off. Oh, I could put that where I put the little... Yeah, because it's a holiday. And then we've got, let's see what it says. This all about me goal. XOXO. Bill, urgent to do my plan. Little light bulb. Little yoga symbols. Maybe we'll do a little watermelon on the shaded out Memorial Day. And the strawberry. And I like this first day of summer. I just don't know, like I obviously can't put it where it goes. I'm just going to put it here, even though that's not accurate, but it's still pretty and I want to use it. I could have put it like on the first day of summer in my planner, but I did not. I'm going to go ahead and just put these because we're going to be gone in North Carolina, so I can put what I want. Adventure. Let's see what else we got. Put this one for Portugal. I could put it straight. I'm just looking at my options here. I'd like to use as many as I can. I'll put the little hand waving goodbye because we're leaving on Sunday. No regrets. Adventure. Hello. I'm not like loving that. I don't think anything on here I need. This little flower is cute. Maybe I'll put it. Where should I put it? Here. And I've got some like stars and some like gold flowers. I'll put it here. A little decoration. Yeah, okay. I think that's good. Oh, you know what I wish I had left space for that I do not have space for right now? I need to list out all the people, like all the gifts I need for this, but maybe this is just not the right place to put it. I do need to brainstorm that, like everybody who needs a gift and like what potentially to get them. Okay, so let me look at the categories. There's home and fam down here. So first, as I said, gifts. Birthday gifts, graduation gifts, you name it. I need to make a list. Gift list. And then I've got personal. And then teaching. And then academic writing will be down here. Okay, so the other things are so the NC trip prep that I need to do for that. Portugal trip. Thankfully, the semester will be over by then. Those are some major things. And then Father's Day and John's birthday. He has requested not to have his family over for his birthday. And I was like, okay, honey, whatever you want. I get that. You know, sometimes you just want to relax. Okay, so for personal things, I definitely want to keep on reading new books. So that's a good one. And then meditate. I also want to do a little bit of process journaling. I think I used to do that a lot, and I think it helped with my stress levels, and I think that would help with my blood pressure. So, and then personal is definitely adding more strength training in. Yeah. So those are goals remain somewhat consistent. And then teaching. Okay, so basically there will be rough drafts, and then there are final lit reviews. Then there's the final projects, and then there's final grades. And then academic writing, I've got the podcasts in here, and then there's the AI. I will owe an AI. Let me go ahead and put that in my actual calendar, not just my Gantt chart. Grant check-in is due on the 30th. That's the main thing I should be working on is the AI stuff. Also, our book will be published sometime in this month, I'm assuming. So, and there's probably going to be work on the CSW book. We did not have the meeting that I thought we were going to this past week, so I don't know where we're going to be at in terms of work for that, but chances are there'll be something. Okay, anything else? We got the AI grant check and AI work. Yeah, I gotta put my game changer goal. And then So similar to the other months, I think if I can just kind of get back on the horse, I need to continue doing what I'm doing with the meal prep. That's going very well. And then similarly, strength train videos. I obviously need to weigh in, kind of keep track of my progress. So strength training, meal prep for that, weighing in. Especially with traveling, I need to just kind of like be conscientious. I think a thing that would help me is I need to fix my plantar fasciitis issue that I'm having. Oh, it sucks to get old, you guys. It sucks. Don't recommend it. Oh, let me transfer really quickly the monthly stuff. So even though I will have no time in this month to do a lot of cleaning. I don't think I'll need to do those every month. I've got There was something I was just thinking the other day that I'm like, this should be monthly. I can't remember what it is now. Windows. Yeah, I'm just transferring the whole deep clean list over from May, basically, because that is just what needs to happen. We're probably going to need to do a blankets monthly thing. Okay, I'm also going to come back because I have a list on my phone, so I don't have to think about it. I could just draw from my list what I want to include for the month of June. That's what I will do. All right. Thanks so much for watching this monthly plan with me. Let me know in the comments, what are you looking forward to in June, if anything, and how you guys are doing. Take good care. I will see you back here soon with some more fun planner content, and have a good one. Bye.